Listen up, I got a story to tell. All right, this story takes place in South Beach, Miami, 2006. It's my second year on spring break in a row. Had so much fun the first year, I decided I'm gonna go back. So I'm in South Beach, I'm riding on the scooters on one of those GoPeds, moped things again. And while we're riding down the street, three of my boys were all in a row, and we see some women on the side of the road, we see some girls. So we decide we're gonna stop and pick them up, talk to them. The conversation goes well, they end up getting on the back of the bikes. Now we're off. Now we're drinking again, riding around, doing what we're supposed to not be doing, having a blast. We end up making this left turn into this gas station I believe we're on Washington. And we turn into this gas station, and this cop that we've seen every year, I've seen him 2 years in a row. He's this meathead cop that runs around, this militarized cop that runs around South Beach, prowling on unsuspecting spring break goers. So that's his thing. So he pulls us over, and mind you, I had already had a run-in with this person last year. He gave me a ticket, and the ticket that he gave me, I didn't pay. Okay, so when we turn into the gas station, the police officer starts running our names and asking all our information. I told him I didn't have my ID. But what I did, I told him what I ended up telling him was my friend's name, because I thought I had a warrant because I didn't pay the ticket. So what happens is he ends up running the names all the 30 minutes. The girls are waiting for us to get up through this stop. And then the cop decides he's going to lift up the seat of the scooter, and he finds my driver's license inside the scooter with my name on it. So now I get arrested for giving false identity, and I get taken to jail. But mind you, I didn't even have a warrant, so it was the dumbest thing I ever did. All I had to do was give my regular name, and I would have been able to continue on my day. But that didn't happen. So what ended up happening is I ended up getting put in the county jail in Dade County. So now I'm on spring break. I'm in the county jail. I go inside. There's all these trannies and whatever. If you've ever been to jail before, now you know this. It's a holding cell. I don't have a criminal record of any sort, but I did have this experience. So we're inside this room 24, 32 hours. I can't remember how long it was, maybe 24 hours. And we're inside this cell, and I'm sitting here wondering when we're going to get out, when someone's going to come get us. And I kept using the bathroom at this little back wall. Well, then when it was time for court, long and behold, the back wall where the bathroom stall was actually the courtroom. So the bathroom stall opened up and you walked into court. It's the most silliest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Anyway, judge gives me a DA reject, or whatever it was. He gives me something where he dismisses the case and nothing occurred from it. But mind you, the county jail is very far away from where South Beach is and where the spring break stuff is. So when I'm in the county, I end up meeting somebody in there from New York. I start talking to him. We got rapping back and forth. He's a New York dude, but he lives in South Beach now, and he's in jail for whatever charge he had, but he was going home at the same time. Now, I didn't have a ride out of this jail. Me and him get to talking. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. My girl will take you home. She'll take you back over to Collins in Washington. No problem. I got you, bro. So I'm like, cool. That's what's up, man. Met a real solid dude. So we get in the car. His girlfriend picks him up. Now, she's already pissed off. One, he got locked up. And two, he's got somebody coming in the car with him. So she's driving us back to where we're supposed to go, or back to where at my area. But then on the way, they're like, oh, we need to stop at the room. They had a hotel room, so they needed to stop at the hotel room. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not thinking nothing of it. They're like, come on inside, man. We're gonna go inside real quick, smoke some weed or whatever it was, have a drink, and celebrate that we're out, which is cool. So I get inside there, and here we go. I walk inside. This guy has 3 guns on the table. He's got all these drugs inside there, guns, drugs, everything on the table, money. And the first thing I'm thinking is, fuck me. I'm going back to jail again. That's the only thing crossing my mind. I'm sitting here like, fuck, I'm never getting out of here. And they're screaming and arguing. And I'm listening to them screaming and arguing with guns on the table. And all I'm thinking is either A, somebody's about to shoot one of these guns off, or B, somebody's going to call the police on the yelling, and the police are going to come and they're going to snatch us out of the room and see all this stuff in there. Of course, I'm going to be going back to jail. So luckily for me, they end up stop arguing, and they end up taking me back. And I'm riding down the street. I hadn't seen any of my friends in a long time, or maybe it's been a day, not a long time, but a day. And I'm riding down the street, and then I'm in the car, I see my boy walking down the street while I'm in the car. He's walking down the street sad. I guess, they didn't really know what to do. They were missing one, and I'm the person that knows all the stuff about South Beach. So he's just walking down the street. Next thing you know, I'm riding by in a BMW, beeping the horn. He looking at me, what the hell going on? So that was my South Beach, Dade County story. Hope y'all enjoyed it.